You're watching News Leader 9 with Cheryl Renee and meteorologist Greg Majewski.
Here's a look at Columbus Park Crossing from our Alpha Insurance Skycam at Ashley Furniture Home Store. Temperature 54 degrees.
Oh, it is nice out there.
But sunny. Very
it's
nice.
Sunny. It is a bit cool. You know, our normal highs are supposed to still be in the low 70s this time of year, and we're not going to make that today. But very nice out there. Very sunny.
And I know that the weather in other parts of the world sometimes affects us here.
Absolutely. Weather always comes from somewhere else. So that's what I'm going to start you out with. This is a global satellite view. This is a huge storm that's going into the Bering Sea right near Alaska. And this big storm is going to buckle the jet stream going into the end of next week and may bring down a nice little cold dump our way. This is a massive storm. In fact, this storm is forecasted to produce some 40 to 50-foot waves in the Bering Sea. So definitely all the boaters out there getting their crab legs are probably getting out of harm's way with this big storm moving on in. Now let's see what's trending with our forecast for today as we're looking at sunny but cooler day ahead for us for this afternoon and a slow warm up into next week before that cool air is expected to come down our way heading toward the end of next week. And then we're going to look at the question of the timing on that is only the big issue there. We don't know. It may come in on Thursday, may come in on Friday, but it may change a little bit on the 7-day. Now what we're seeing right now on the Double 9 radar network is a clear radar, which will stay that way straight through the weekend. So no impacts on your plans, and it's just a beautiful blue sky as you were seeing there in the live shot. Alabama, Georgia looking very good all across the region. Compliments of high pressure over Arkansas building into the southeast. Plenty of sunshine, cold front well off toward the south down in Florida. And we're going to reap the benefits with a very nice forecast and maybe even a little bit of a warming trend as we go through time. Now, as we look at the jet stream, what's going to happen a little bit, the jet's going to begin to eventually start to move up toward the north, especially as we head into Monday. It goes back up to the north. It's going to allow some milder air to shift back into the southeast. Then we're going to watch some cooler pull up here and then dive down to the south out of the northern plains. That's expected to move in toward the end of next week, and that's when the colder temperatures may feel more like January, like with highs in the 50s, lows in the 30s, that kind of thing. That's what we're kind of looking at potentially heading into next Friday. Now, as we look at the futurecast, we'll kick this in motion for you. Looking high and dry for today and then for tomorrow. We might see a few clouds tomorrow. I'm going to go with kind of a mostly sunny to partly cloudy day for tomorrow. And then as we watch this next little dry front kind of move on through, we'll see some very nice weather into Sunday and also into early next week. So looks like Veterans Day will be a very nice day as temperatures should climb back into the lower 70s. Breaking it down by the zones, looking up toward the north, 62 for LaGrange, 60 for Alexander City for this afternoon. Shifting further south, looking at 61 for Auburn and 62 degrees here into Columbus. And for our southern viewing area, looking like this, 62 degrees in Eufaula and 63 degrees over into Cuthbert. Veterans Day Parade going on forward tomorrow, looking pretty good as temperatures here warm up from the 30s in the morning up to about 60 degrees. So if you're heading on out for that, that should be looking pretty good. And then in the afternoon, got the Fountain City Classic going on. High temperatures tomorrow, expected to top out into the middle 60s, just a few clouds around, looking pretty good. The rest of the 7-day shows the warm up continuing into Sunday as we climb back up to 68 degrees. There's those lower 70s I was telling you about there for Veterans Day, looking pretty good. And then we'll see if that impact from that big storm in the Bering Strait will actually bring in that cold air potentially into Thursday and Friday. And so, again, the timing is the question on that. Maybe get a little earlier, might get colder on Thursday. We're starting to feel its impacts there as we drop to 60 for high on Thursday.
Wow.
So we'll go and watch that very closely over the next few days.
Okay, changes are coming.
Okay.
All right. Thank you so much, Greg. Coming up on News Leader 9 at noon.